Hello, everybody. My name is Athena, the relationship coach. Today, I wanted to talk about breaking the cycle of bad relationships. I hear people say all the time, why do I keep attracting the same people in my life? It seems like I'm a magnet for crazy relationships. The reason why you keep attracting the same relationships or the same type of relationships is because you need to heal what's inside of you. You attract who you are or what the residue of what's inside of you. You know, growing up, my father was not in my life. And so I took that as rejection because he knew where I lived at. He knew, how to get in contact with me, yet he chose whatever issues he had over me. So I wasn't his priority. And so that was, like they say, the master link of the residue that was going on inside of me. The master link of the root of rejection and bitterness and feeling like I wasn't valuable enough because of how he treated me by not giving me no type of attention. And then from there, the little things that happened in my childhood, whether it be or in your childhood, whether it be going to school and people not wanting to be bothered with you, however that played out in your childhood, then you turn around and get into a relationship. Well, for me, I got into a relationship with my high school sweetheart, fell in love, loved him to death. But at 23, I got pregnant. 7 months into my pregnancy, he decided to go off and be with somebody else. That's another link on the chain of the root of rejection in my life. Not to mention that I was, again, very bitter. I felt invaluable. I felt like I didn't matter, a little bit worthless. That was for me because the root of rejection, I was already feeling that some sort of way because of the things that was going on in my childhood. And then from there, I went into another relationship. I met my husband, who, mind you, didn't have his father, and he was leaving the relationship. And so instead of cleaning up the residue of the pain from the relationships that we were leaving, we chose to move on. Can you see where that mounts up and leaves a lot of residue? We're moving on from relationship to relationship to relationship, and we're not fixing or healing from the issues that we had previously in our past. And that's why we continue to attract the same people. If you don't have a good self-image of yourself and you're suffering with a low self-image, you're going to attract that type of person. Because do you really believe, if you don't believe that you're valuable, that you're worth it to somebody else who is? And a lot of times we overlook the good people because we really don't believe, number one, that people really are that good because we haven't experienced them. We've been through too much. And we're not healed. Or somebody who does have a high self-esteem will really want us. Because remember, you don't feel that good about who you are. And so therefore, you're kind of putting yourself in this cycle, this system of belief. And until you clean up and heal that old system and change your mind about who you are and know who you are and begin to know who you belong to. So who you are and whose you are, you're going to keep attracting those same type of people. We can't change other people, but we can change us. And when people begin to see that we change, they begin to change how they, perceive us. She's changing or he's changing. But you want people to love a person that you haven't learned how to fall in love, and that's with yourself. Are you really in love with yourself, or do you have a facade? Oh, I got this going on. I know some very successful people, so they would say, done really well, went to school, graduated or not. There's some successful people never seen college a day in their life, but they're doing really well career-wise, but in their relationships, they suck because they did not go and, get healed from their past hurts and brokenness. And until we allow God to heal our broken pieces, we're going to continue to attract the same type of people. So if you want to break the cycle of bad relationships or the same type of women and men coming in and out of your life, number one, you got to get in there and get healed. Heal from your past broken pieces. because you're going to continue to attract those type of people. And number 2, you don't demand respect on something that you don't respect. If you don't respect and love you, you won't demand and respect love for you. So you continue to attract people who don't have boundaries because you don't have boundaries. Your boundaries were broken in some area of your life and you forgot to build them back up. Sometimes it's okay to take a break from people and relationships, especially if you haven't gotten into a marriage yet, or you're not committed into a relationship, or you are and committed into a relationship but you're not married, to take a break and say, I need to go and fix me. That will be the best investment you ever make into yourself, is to fix yourself. And then you'll begin to see your relationships begin to change and how people begin to treat you differently because you're treating you differently, because you're investing into you now. And now you're important where you didn't feel so important. If you're the type of person that gives everything away, hoping somebody will love you, really deep in the deep root of you is totally angry and pissed off because you're tired of letting people run over you, but you continue to do it because you feel like if you don't do it, that they won't love you. Actually, people really respect people that respect themselves. You teach people how to treat you. And that's in another video. And until you get healed, you got to set the bar up. You know what? I'm tired of this. I'm better than this. I don't deserve to be treated any old type of way. So if you're in a relationship and people treating you any old type of way, then you have to change you. Somewhere along the line, you need to be healed. Get some help. Get some help. Reach out. Go check out my website. See if you can schedule some coaching sessions so I can help guide you to discover who you really are so that you can live your best life and begin to walk in your purpose. And your purpose ain't to be treated in your type of way, to be walked on like a doormat, to be your feelings to be disregarded. And that you will begin to attract people in your life that will treat you like you deserve to be treated. But first, you got to feel like you deserve to be treated good. You are a queen and you are a king and you deserve to be treated that way. Why? Because God made you. When he made you special. He made you fearfully and wonderfully. He said you were fearfully and wonderfully made. I put everything I had into you. And to eat everything that I made. He said everything he made and saw that it was good. So he made you. He deemed it to be good. You are the one, because you have past issues and unhealed places in your life that you need to address, or allowing things to happen to you in your life. Or if you're a person who, you pretty messed up individual, and you treat people horribly, and you need some healing, get some healing. And I'm going to tell you this as mothers, to my mothers that's watching this, your children are taking note on how you allow people to treat you. If you are a mother and you need healing, get some healing. Heal those broken pieces in your life. Your children don't know why you are doing what you're doing. All they know is what you're allowing. And you're telling them it's okay, and it's not okay. Because children do what we do more than they do what we say. Oh, don't let nobody do you, honey. Show them. Show them that you're strong enough to stand up and fight. And I'm not talking physically. Because if you're in an abusive relationship, you need to get out of it. Whether it's a marriage or relationship, that's just my advice. If it's abusive, you either need to fix it or get out. Run. Because you are better than that. And you're better than keep getting into relationships that mean you no good. Somebody that has some type of hidden agenda for your life. And I'm going to tell you something. When you get on the path of making you priority, you're not so susceptible to let people walk into your life and have their own hidden agendas, because you won't have time for it. So you really want to break this cycle? Get some help and heal those broken spaces in your life. Let God do it. You can't do it on your own anyway. Give it to God and begin to ask him, God, how do I fix these places in my life? I'm ready for a new life. I'm ready for wholesome relationships. Somebody that loves and respects me and treat me with the dignity and pride that I'm supposed to be treated with, because I am a queen and I am a king and I deserve it. If you like my videos, don't forget to give them a thumbs up. And if you like my channel, please feel free to subscribe. You have a wonderful day.